What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about how Citadel has won and how the AMC squeeze is now imminently upon us. All right. To be able to explain what I mean by Citadel won, people, I've told y'all from the beginning, and I'm going to show y'all some videos here that I've done and the timestamps on them that prove that I've showed y'all Citadel was never the devil, that they were painted the devil, that we were handed an enemy and they handed it over to us on a silver platter. So when I realized that Citadel was like third or fourth on the list of shorter sellers, I wanted to know why is King Griffin the devil? All right, who has made King Griffin the devil? And as I dug, I found out that what happened was a battle got started between Blackrock and Citadel. All right, and that's what this has been about the whole time. Remember when I've told y'all that it was the longs versus the shorts? It's Blackrock versus Citadel versus Susquehanna versus the rest of them. All right, and I told y'all something wasn't right, that Citadel couldn't have been the devil. And what happened was, it got discovered that Citadel had an algorithm called ABC. It was a secret algorithm. Nobody was supposed to know that it existed. Okay? And what it was built around was, they called in, you're going to remember the story, they called in Harvard professors to sit down with their programmers, and they figured out a program that could figure out human behavior in the stock market, and it could predict what you and I would do in certain circumstances. Now, it was top secret. Nobody was supposed to know about it. In fact, Citadel even sued to keep it quiet. Why? Because there was only one other person who had such an algorithm, and that was Larry Fink with the Aladdin program. Now, when it got found out that Citadel had the ABC program that could predict human behavior in trading, that's when the battle between them two started. Blackrock was determined he was going to crush Citadel. And what happened was, when Citadel went short, and that was a good bet during the pandemic, Blackrock loaned them shares. And Blackrock loaned more shares. And Blackrock's loaned more shares. And Blackrock's loaned more shares. And I was reminded of a video that I was watching with Boss Blunson one time. He had it up there that BlackRock had loaned out over 40 million shares, or 40 billion shares of AMC that they own half. And I said, oh, that's their ass. Then I find out here in the Morgan Stanley, and I reported to y'all that Morgan Stanley's offices had been raided in Germany. All right, and they weren't looking for illegal short selling. They were not looking for naked shorts. They were looking for naked loans. People who had been loaning shares that they did not own. That's what the focus of the Germans' investigation was. Okay, and Morgan Stanley was caught red-handed loaning shares they didn't have. And I said, that's Blackrock's ass. That's Blackrock's ass. They fixing to catch Blackrock. And these ones that are long AMC, and we've been upset that they've been loaning their shares out this whole time, the axe is fixing to fall on their heads. And Blackrock is going to go down. And it only makes sense that it would be Blackrock that falls. Why? Because they need the liquidity to pay us with, and they can get it from Blackrock. Trillions if they need to. So yes, Blackrock and Citadel had it out. Now what's going to happen with King Griffin? King Griffin's going to be the whistleblower in all this. He's going to be the one that talks about how he was getting shares from Blackrock during this whole time, and Blackrock was loaning him shares that they did not have. He's going to be the whistleblower. And when he does, I told y'all before in another video that what was going on was they was trying to paint him in the best light that they could possibly paint him, because they have ambitions. That DeSantis was going to go for the White House, and once DeSantis made it to the White House, they would appoint King Griffin, SEC, I thought, chairperson. But then it was later discovered that King Griffin said that he wants to be Secretary of Treasurer. So in order to do that, they have to change perspectives in the narrative. And King Griffin's going to be the whistleblower that brings Blackrock down, and they'll have the money to be able to pay when this motherfucker squeezes. And it's fixing to squeeze very shortly, I think, because Blackrock just got caught. And the accusations that are coming out towards Blackrock right now, the investigation is finished, and they're fixing to drop the hammer on them motherfuckers. And say, how did you figure all this out? Because history repeats itself, people. Larry Fink created the Aladdin program with another company. And what happened was it was very successful, except for one time he ended up losing $100 million of their money. And they put the boot to his ass and kicked him out of the company. And then he went back and he refined his Aladdin program and came back. Now, knowing that history repeats itself, he was due for a fall. Pretty much common sense. And that's how all this is fixing to end. All right. Blackrock is fixing to take the lick. They'll have the liquidity to pay out a good chunk of this shit. So, with that, I hope you're encouraged. Love y'all. Be blessed. I'm loving me some Highcroft. See you in the next video.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.